My name is Peter Eady, and we lost our son Simon to an accidental opioid overdose in February 2017. He died in our house. He was using alone, and I was out in the morning shopping, and I got a call from my partner Kathy, and she called me and said, "Where are you? Get home, Simon's dead," or something to that effect. And I of course didn't believe it. I was at a drive-through bank machine and like, what is she talking about? There's a bunch of lessons there is you know, you don't really know what people are up to. And I think that's caused by the stigma and the shame attached to both mental health or anxiety, depression, and substance use, because one sort of reinforces the other. If you're ashamed of your mental health problems, you're less likely to speak to people about them, less likely to seek help. And as you probably know, the resources in the community are very overburdened, under-resourced, and so it's long waiting lists unless you're fortunate enough to have a ton of money and send your loved one or person off to you know, a private clinic for tens of thousands of dollars, because that's what it does cost. But we didn't believe he had an ongoing opioid use issue from talking to his friends. I mean, we know he drank. I don't think he smoked weed much. I think he was probably experimenting with cocaine and stuff like that. So it may have been all those things together that caused the overdose. The aftermath of grief is, that's a tough one, because it's something that's with us every day. You know, it gets, you know, it comes and goes. Like, there's obviously triggers like Christmas and birthdays and family events, or, you know, when you see other people out there with their families having fun and you have an empty chair at the table. That's never going to go away. From people I've talked to, I think the best way to describe it is that over time it gets softer, but you don't, or that you go through it, you don't get over it. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. The loss is permanent. We're carrying that until we die. And I think, you have to seek help, whether with a therapist, or, if you're a religious person, through your church or synagogue or mosque or whatever. But I think you need to work towards living a new life, and that's what it is. It's a new life. It's not the same as it was before. I'm not the same person I was before, and I have to just find a way to live with what I am now, which is somebody who lost their son. Because, as you probably know, there's words in the English language for orphan, widow, widower. There's no word for somebody who loses a child, because it's that horrible. We never even invented a word for it, because most people don't want to talk about it.